I imagine that'd be pretty pricey.
As well.
Navi on defense, JOBLIFE on attack.
Have a Viper in their old comp either.
Like Steve-O's tattoo, yeah, exactly like that.
Chloric, the one hearing all this information and will calling for the rotates to come through early. Well, it means it's going to be 5 alive, but not in post because that spike still hasn't made its way over.
Whoa, insta! Look at this. All 4 go over here to fight heaven. Wait, this is going to get so weird.
Certainly looking like there's going to be some bloodshed here on ramp, and for now it favors NAVI.
Dude, what a tether. What a tether. No one can get around the corner.
That momentum, but they'll be hoping to here. Doma? Hang on a second. Doma gets a couple back. Makes it a 2-on-2. And a chance to maybe stabilize with that spike under their control. Ruxic peeking out from screens. He wants to disrupt this if he can. He's shaved off so much health, but still, Runner hanging in there on 10 HP.
NAVI waiting for JOBLIFE to make the move. Finally they do, but both players low.
Yeah, and it's Ruxic that's already managed to insert himself into elbow here. Gets the jump on Doma, and with Hero cleaning things up, NAVI find back-to-back pistols, and they'll be hoping for a
They realized that they weren't fighting over towards A, and then they all went over towards ramp. I feel like if that tether doesn't go down, it might be different. I will say JOBLIFE, they were so good at being on the same page. But then here, like they're all fighting at different times. Like their initial swing with 4 is really good. And then like some of them are bailing, some of them are reloading. Some of them are just straight out in the middle.
Second pistol round to NAVI.
Yeah, I think JOBLIFE just concerned about the security of that post plant, of course, as we highlighted. They've got the agents, the lineup to go pretty quick, and you're seeing it here. Both of those duelists diving straight into an unguarded A site as Chloric is doing
good recovery
to hold it down, and there you go. 3 out of the Bulldog. As he makes his reprisal, it's only Runner remaining.
Nice.
He is quickly cut out of
Janssen with the prime. Thank you for the 22 months, mate. Appreciate that as well. Thank you for the prime usage.
Yeah, they do, but we've seen this before. This was exactly the start of that second half on Breeze. The difference being, though, split a much more defensive map and one that NAVI will be happy to be on.
I like this setup from NAVI in the previous round as well. I said unguarded site in the sense that there was no one playing directly on spot. They were ready to catch JOBLIFE in that transitional phase. Looking at it here in the gun round, again, a really heavy priority from the defender's side to be challenging A main early. Hawk comes out, and it does find 2 targets, in fact. Kamek also spotted on this lurk, not only Pays.
There's 4 players starting this side of the map, and NAVI looking to leave B as they put.
Who are you taking between NAVI, NRG, 100 Thieves, and Lev? Mate, how did NAVI sneak in there?
One way posted up by Ruxic. Very common procedure mid-round. Just taking it one step further, walking up as 3 to defend the B site, where you can see the spike is eagerly waiting to get involved. JOBLIFE calling those A main players away now.
Yeah, it seems like JOBLIFE was waiting.
No, they're cancelling it.
Yeah. I was going to say, JOBLIFE waiting for some proactivity through the extremities of the map, looking to punish that. Doesn't come through. It was actually through mid where the proactivity was. And now NAVI starting to second guess themselves, moving players towards A. Prowler doesn't catch much.
Pretty good timing with the Prowler.
Starting to second guess himself.
Exit just shouldering this one on A. Has the judge in his hands, and as we swiftly approach the 30-second mark, this starts to become
Skydog is
in that close corner. Of course, Pays can get right by it, no problem, and so can Runner, and with that, it's cleared. But Chloric still remains, and he has been a thorn in the side of JOBLIFE so far.
Look at these HPs though. Oh, mate, what have you done there?
And Unfake makes up for it by finding Civ off. Elbow control restored.
Oh my goodness.
Offloading even further damage on Chloric. He goes down himself.
We gotta delete the VOD on this one.
He's going to be the stopper.
What's happening next?
Cross in sight.
We can see if he can catch anyone off, as JOBLIFE do maintain this man advantage right now. Chloric gets out behind said wall, but Hero isn't as lucky. Pays there to defend as JOBLIFE draw a line in the sand. A double stack that Ruxic has to try and get past. He's used the TP to break between the lines. It's cheeky for one, but nothing more. JOBLIFE on the board.
JOBLIFE just seem to love A, no matter what the map.
Sure.
Yeah, they actually just spam A every
Another
single map.
execute towards the A side of the map, and one that is successful. I mean, for the most part, I don't think this post plant tested too much by NAVI, and I think that worries me because it was the same on Breeze. These retakes don't look as if they have much effect. Angel not happy with what he's seeing.
Yeah,
I
because
did something really dumb.
don't worry, mate. Sivo
Yeah,
topped it. You're
getting
okay.
caught there as well as JOBLIFE were able to navigate
Somehow
his
it wasn't the
position
dumbest thing in the round.
with the judge, of course. Again, another one of those NAVI numbers that make up a heavy A-hold at the start, but
Same
again, a quick redistribution back towards this mid-piece.
They start off with trying to get info A main, and then start to pivot towards mid, trying to show proactivity there.
Definitely feels like NAVI have been studying the tape of this JOBLIFE team, but with that footage going cold in the huge amount of downtime between the end of Stage 3 and Playins now, just wondering what the approach is.
It's been a month.
Clear out middle, 3 go on the sides, clear over towards A ramp as well.
So they've had plenty of time to change this up, and it looks like now, with that silence falling across the map yet
Skydog
again,
fake
they
over
will
towards
commit to
middle.
this B execution.
Plenty.
Very nice, by the way, from Hero. Insta re-clears that.
As they have loved split exit, showing something different, as well as Hero.
It's a lovely round from Hero.
To scale out onto B.
Even
It's
without the
lovely from
kills.
Hero and lovely from NAVI.
We got a molly for the dog that goes out, then the
Yeah,
flash to
NAVI
just
completely prepared
try
for
and
that
create
push,
pressure.
like
He just goes
they have
through
been
the
for
smoke,
last couple
instantly
of
clears it,
rounds.
smokes
JOBLIFE
up
just changing
himself.
things up, against
Clears middle,
the
rotate over
bonus.
towards site, pops 3.
And I mean, looking at
I like how proactive
I
Navi
was
were
a
though on
huge
this one.
fan of the
At
pathing.
the beginning of the round, insta
When you
group up,
consider
clear
the fact
middle.
that Hayes and Runner went complete opposite ways round the pillar. Didn't feel like there was any tradability on those fights. Hero profiting massively from his position in rafters.
I'll show them.
And again, it's this same default with Kamek, the Soul Viper on A. I was going to say one of the duelists supporting him, but actually they're into mid.
Yeah, Doma
pretty,
nearly caught off guard. Hero caught off guard
That's a
himself,
gun as
right,
well.
picked up.
And
Yeah,
you know
this is
that
the
A's going to be
partnership
weak
that I
because I
wanted
think
to
they
see.
saw
Grouping up
2
and
or
trying to
3.
overwhelm the numbers. Cloric
Ooh.
cuts them both down though.
Clark's the savior
So
on this.
Navi restore a little bit of order. Cloric, in fact, using the Nightfall
hits
just to
2.
stave off this
Does he
aggression
overheat
a
a
little
little
bit more.
bit
JOBLIFE have already met
Damn, he's got
the
full
end
info
of
on
the A side,
everyone.
but the spike is caught in transition. It just can't get out from event.
At the same time, Kamek so deep in towards the A site. Navi start to force themselves into this position. I mean, it could go elsewhere, but that's a good kill from Kamek.
Yeah, just lack of awareness from Sivov. Buys the timing for Doma to maybe find Cloric, but he can't. Heaven Control finally under the JOBLIFE banner. But in the meantime, the spike was lost, so now a foot race towards the B site. A foot race which Exit could win, but he wants to play with his teammate.
No matter how unfake plays this, he's got to find 2.
Ooh.
And there's still a slide on Exit.
30 seconds left.
They've gambled wrong, has
The,
it?
Yeah,
the
Navi
Sky
went back
Flash
towards
really
but
owned
they've
it for
gambled
him.
as a group, and ultimately that is the biggest decision that they can make in this 2 versus 1.
Is he going to get
Exit
the
can upgrade
orb
to a
and
rifle.
he's going to plant?
Fake
He gets
is
Seekers.
still mulling over his options here. Plant will bring the Seekers up after finding the B main orb.
Oh,
Opts for the safe
left.
plant.
yeah, but that's going to be a difficult one to try and hold on to.
Out come the Seekers, and now he knows his position is under threat. A
Flash
flash
in
in 3
3.
seconds, a tool to try and play
Oh,
off, but
unlucky.
the double
There's a
swing
nice
is
try.
well coordinated
Got him.
from Navi.
He had a
Even
good
with
understanding
the
that he'd
judge,
absolutely
Exit
owned
up
it with that
close
flash
and
though.
personal, getting it done.
Getting themselves onto the other side. And this eco looking to be
Oh.
an issue. That's a tough one.
Yeah,
It's not the longest we've waited.
My ult is ready.
and they've got it over the line. I think that's the biggest thing for Navi in a lot of these rounds. None of them have really looked too pretty,
Yeah.
but we're starting to see that team play that we've been begging for.
Yeah, I'm... On top of that, a retake successful.
How did the flash convince them to go back? Because if you feel like you have the
JOBLIFE
timing,
Coach Larson
feel like you
will
have the
pull
timing, you saw them
timing.
both over towards A
They'll
site.
try and course correct.
Why would someone flash when like
I
you pretty
mean,
much beat them? If you were going to
looking
go
at
to the
this
site, you would go
JOBLIFE
down
team
and you'd
again,
go
just to
plant
reiterate,
instantly.
of course,
But instead
really
they think that
turned
he's like
things around
thrown
after
a flash
poor
from
start
vents to try
stage
go
2
back.
domestically
'Cause he has the
before, on which
timing,
they
he
ended
beats
up
them
as
there no matter
champions
what.
for what ended up
The
being a
Flash doesn't really do
sixth-time,
much other than
far and away the most decorated
makes it
team
look like he
hailing
threw it from
their
vents
region.
like it's a fake Flash.
But it was a replacement of the leadership and bringing in Unfake, which helped them to course correct. And I mean, looking at it here, they've been forced to dig deep almost all year long. It's the kind of Valorant that they've made their name for over the years.
I think what to point out here as well is we're into a JOBLIFE timeout, but one for NAVI is Zevov hasn't got on the board yet, which is extremely worrying for me.
Yeah, I think honestly that tracks with his performance so far this stage. He's been flexing a lot across a lot of different roles and maybe struggled to find that same kind of impact which he had on Vitality, Fnatic in stints, and you know, even JOBLIFE as well, of course. But we're heading over to the JOBLIFE side, heading into this one to hear a little more of those comms from Unfake in particular. I imagine that will be a player to focus on here to see how they take the approach on what is another pacey A play.
Big dash, yeah.
Wait,
Oh!
outside.
What the?
It's picking. He's right side, guys.
Go
He's right side,
go city.
Come side, come side.
City. There's only one guy side. It's out
I'm
ramp.
blinding him.
Rafters. Yeah. Heaven. Two more cannon. Bingo.
We can double pick it. Out already.
Viper low.
We have heal?
Go ramp.
Heaven.
Try to cross ramp. Fine.
He's already low.
Player standing.
Just paranoia.
Okay, I'm jumping with the stun.
I'm flashing that.
Follow me. I'm jumping with the stun.
He's knocked.
Dude. Oh, you're way too good, baby.
You hear me?
You're way too good. Thank you, America.
Dude, this over towards A Heaven
Hectic
was so
rounds,
weird.
to be sure, there for JOBLIFE, and I mean, Unfake ultimately the voice of reason, trying to get everyone on the same page, just come towards the site, merge the push. Honestly, I would say that tracks pretty well with what we've seen in the last couple in terms of how disconnected they felt.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that Unfake's having to, like, hey guys, come back towards the site is a little worrying. Don't want to call it micromanaging, but it definitely feels like that should be called from the get-go.
For sure, I mean, as the IGL, you've got to stay on top of these things, and flipping that around the other way. Don't know how some of those knives got
the fact he gets a
blocked by the
second one there is
Sliggy
kind of
lights
insane.
or the top of it. On the NAVI side, you've got an emotional leader in Cloric who brings so much energy to the setup, and something he was talking about was actually having Zevov to bring that level back down and add a little bit of calmness himself. So
With the A
definitely
spams.
feeling a lot better about this
But
one.
the thing
on
is,
their
if they
own
actually
map
just
here.
all commit over towards site, would they not just
We come
win
into
way more
another
rounds?
full purchase for both, and JOBLIFE still determined to take A.
Well, let's find out.
Oh, I mean, it's Cloric who's just been left alone on site. It is a good...
So much better.
Yeah,
Well.
it's good execute, it's good utility, and JOBLIFE are sticking the landing.
Full focus on the objective, and both duelists paired at the hip. They have that ability to get in there quickly and made the most of it, but round isn't done yet.
Spike
Still a
planted.
2v4 here for Ruxic and Zevov, and Kamix all by himself in
Nah,
main.
that
Now
should be
this is an
illegal.
issue.
There's no way that Ruxic's hit that. The movement error somehow working in his fashion. Good flash coming in, and well, I mean, Ruxic, he's a little bit delayed here, and this is going to make issues to come through. Ruxic leaving his teammate all alone, and Runner just cleans up a double of rounds.
Do
for
they now
JOBLIFE.
just keep it
Yeah,
really
and you
simple?
can see in that position then, as
looked
soon as
easy.
things started to get a bit cagey, Runner was just waiting for that call to know that the last two players were grouped up so he could use the ultimate. Really nice entry work. And where I was critical of him in the first map, I think it's important to mention the fact that, you know, even in Tier 2, you're expecting a player of his
What is
quality
that,
to be
though?
showing a super high level, right? Especially on a JOBLIFE team like this. He was ranked 19th for ACS out of only duelists in the last Challenger stage. So he has not been
Oh,
setting
they
the
want to go
world on
aggro.
fire.
Spikes there.
This has been a
Oh, he saw
much
so many.
better change of form.
Oh,
Exit is looking
he's
to
run
catch
into
on
the
to
team
Pace, who'd run away
flash.
from him. This is not where the
Oh,
finish
boy.
was meant to be.
Alright, give
That's
me a cent,
disaster
man.
now. Kamek losing mid-control, and that means Heaven will be lost as well. Still a smoke for Doma. He's going to get that one in and take CT.
I mean, Spike is just going to take so long to get here, Cairo. Na'Vi will be there ready to defend the site. You're only really looking at Doma making the difference.
Last player standing.
And he's dead.
Yeah, this is looking like an end zone flawless. Unfake has to give us something special. If not, finally sees the barrel. can't quite connect to the second. And as fair to say for Navi's 6th, it was JOBLIFE's undoing of the round.
Yeah, I can't say InZone are going to be happy with Unfake. That's the 3rd flawless round which he's denied now so far in this series. Always waiting on the back burners, but that round totally out of his control. You could see they were trying to fake this early A pressure.
That's what we get in the replay.
Blinded by his teammate.
He's not gone for multiple whips, yet he goes for that one.
You can see in the distribution of Navi players, they're prepared
The
on so many
setup.
rounds for these fast A pops, and this time it's B, and they've got it correct. Another set of 3 ready to receive.
Good flash. Oh, I mean, good flash from either side. Good utility. Doma having to get out. Seavolf just
good.
caught off guard. Now Exit has to stand tall. The lone sentinel of the side.
All back to that was nice from Exit
in
though.
position. Same time though, look at the skill coming through from the Viper of Kamek.
He has to be careful not to sell them a dream here, as Chloric had found himself in middle. Navi attempting to stave off the B push as long as they can, and the Seeker's now giving some information which Kamek will work off. This should be a kill. And there you go, back in their favor.
And JOBLIFE
Nice,
finish
that's the last
off
time
with
that
a
Navi's going to
flourish.
fight over towards B main, I feel
Nicely
like.
done. Nice, I guess, hesitation. I mean, patience and B main.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, that B main.
Maze X10, thanks so much for the prime. Thanks for the whole year, mate.
As I was saying before the barriers went up, it's not the first time that Navi have had a really solid read of where JOBLIFE want to go early.
Every time.
To make sure that they've
Every
got
single time.
a strong amount of numbers to deal with any kind of a fast push and then lean into those
He
retakes.
always wants to shoot the
where
bodies.
it becomes necessary. 4 ultimates to fall back on here.
Dude, look at the minimap on this
One of those
one.
rounds where the guessing game goes against them, though. JOBLIFE were set up to take B with force, but they've gone back to mid.
And Navi once
3
again.
passing clear over towards middle.
Moving towards
What a flash
mid.
that
That's
is.
a flash from Seavolf, but nothing really in terms of capitalization. Runner denying Seavolf any
So a
run
lot
attack
over towards
potential.
middle. And kind of thought
Time's
Doma
going
might
out
take a time in
towards
there.
the shot portion
Solo
as
smokes though,
Navi
it's
starts
just
to
like,
skill
can he?
up.
It's into a crossfire, though, and as JOBLIFE just pop right back out, they find a kill onto Ruxic, which could prove to hold its own weight in gold.
Surprised
Rotation now
neither of the
made
sides
towards
wanted to take
Kamek's
more space than they
position
did.
on A main. Ooh, made the cross early, but Navi are happy to match that. They have the right idea. This is perfect
It's all
from
about
Chloric.
if JOBLIFE can get into post. They also have Kamek's Viper's Pit, but Chloric and
Good
a nice
gamble
off
from Navi.
angle and bodies to support.
Sivov peeking in off his teammate's flash, but just gets absolutely rolled by Unfake and the rest. Kamek now with a timing to play from. He goes up ramp to support,
I'm
and
looking at that money.
Exit is left chasing shadows. Those shadows which come back to face him. And
It's
finally,
pretty low for
as
Navi here.
JOBLIFE
They could actually get a
start
6-6.
to claw away at that lead.
I mean, bringing themselves within 2-4, a lifeline into that next half. Making sure that your opponents don't get too far away. And actually now looking at the buy for the next half, or for the next round of Navi, it's not looking too hot.
And it's got to be frustrating too, because it feels like this defense has read JOBLIFE fairly well in terms of macro. Sometimes
Double
your
damage.
biggest enemy is yourself. Mind you,
Everyone
all
can
of
get
the
one
stakes
shot.
as well, of course. A
Outlaw
loss
on the
here
Omen
carries
though.
on
When you got double
into
duelists, like you would
playoffs, should you go that
imagine
far, but
Runner
I
should be
think
having it here.
Looking at both of these two
You
teams,
can pretty much just
JOBLIFE certainly feeling
a
the
human
more
drone
likely
and
at
check
this
it
point
out.
in time. A rejuvenated sense of self against the Navi, who have some soul searching to do of their own. Pays just playing keep away here in A main as he's forced entirely out of action.
Actual
by the
duel in
overdrive of
spawn, by the way.
Exit, who has to lunge so far into spawn. There is no trade in sight.
Did you think it's the biggest chance to
by the
make it to
time
champs under
happens.
tier 2?
Hero also invested the pit in middle.
None
so
of them have like
this is,
a good chance at
hardly
all,
a
but
full eco
MAT
on the
or
Navi
EP,
side.
I would guess. I don't know anything about the
Point being is like it just
Pacific
feels
teams.
desperate now. And Navi have to come in at a disadvantage in weaponry and personnel. Unfake has his Seekers again if he wants to use them.
JOBLIFE have been pretty good at spacing their ultimates. From this position, they should have enough to handle Navi right now. The Paranoia does latch onto a couple targets in Pillar. and pushes back this perimeter of JOBLIFE, who are holding on to their own smokes now with this double controller change up, and the comp seems to be proving its worth. NAVI stopped at the gates,
Yeah, they got so many
run,
ults.
nowhere to hide.
You got Seekers, and then wherever the Seekers go, you can
an
waylay
eco
ult, and then you can
or a
double
buy in
dive on
disguise, whatever
them.
you want to call it. Investments were made, and no return yet again.
Yeah, 1 round left of this half, and I think Ultimates will definitely be a decider, considering JOBLIFE have the most of them. Finally, NAVI will have a buy coming back into this, but you can see already, I'm thinking of the game plan of that last half. You've got heroes pit in mid, so you try and attack one of the extremities, and Exit just goes that bit too far. Imagine if you'd kept that ultimate for the retake with that mid progression kept in your favour. Exit finally getting a good entry, and Pay's gone.
Look at that
this
mini-map, though. It's a
reaction,
great
though,
call
on the
from
JOBLIFE
JOBLIFE.
side.
I will say something about Unfake at the moment. We heard it in the listening. Like in these situations where they're like someone down, man disadvantage, they're very fast with what he wants to do.
Something that they've done consistently round to round. I don't know how much information this necessarily brings them.
Yeah, but at this point in time,
It's going to be weird when all these Seeker stocks going behind him, and they're like, what the hell?
Those Seekers though will tell Chloric this is going to be a straight up execute. NAVI still looking towards that B side, in case this is a fake.
Finally, the penny drops.
Ooh,
Chloric has hit
really
every
good timing
single
from
player here.
Doma on
The
this.
captain calling furiously for reinforcement, but Doma's so far up on this line.
What's the
It's
chance
an
he gets
easy
out of
kill for
here?
him, no trade.
I think the 1-for-1's pretty good there. They get Viper, they go Waylay ult if they want to take some space or fight somewhere after.
Runner's ultimate. Whether they get the good amount of players though, it looks
You
like
just
he's going
ult
to
left
use it
side
now.
and then fight left side.
Teed
Yeah.
up and ready for that first contact. The pit placed as a barrier between NAVI.
It's a bit
and
early,
JOBLIFE's
I think,
post-plant.
but
Spike
get it.
ticking away. And Exit searching out with spam for anything here. Caught right on the edge of the ult though, and killed by Runner. Pit
Ooh.
drops, and as it does, so does the curtain
Hey,
of
bullets.
safety. Hero in there to find
Close
three
one.
and wrap it up.
I
And
think
so NAVI
they'll be
can
pretty
bring an
happy with
advantage into the second
the
half.
5, considering where it was going.
Yeah, that they can. 2 rounds, just the better. But it's a worrying one overall for NAVI, as they've let JOBLIFE back into this one.
Yeah, it's been a
think
close
that- I think he
affair
just thought he was
between
gonna
the
get
two,
spammed.
but a 2-round cushion maintained, as you say. From the NAVI side, though, to JOBLIFE again. Time to reacquaint ourselves with a familiar face. It was Unfake who had his say before this one started.
Unfake, welcome into the studio here at VCT EMEA. Are you excited for the chance to challenge some of these VCT teams?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm happy to be back. Now it's on my own. We qualified, so it's much different feeling, and yeah, I'm excited.
Does that give you that much of a different feeling, having sort of earned it, having fought your way through? What does that change for you?
Now I'm more confident because I've earned it. So it's differently than joining a team in franchise league. Yeah. So I'm more excited, more confident, and I hope we'll prove it.
And when you talk about the team you're matched up against, right? NAVI on the other side, what do you think about them? What do you think they've been doing this season?
Like, honestly, I just didn't want to play against Pacific because I think they need to win one game at least. So I'm happy it's not Pacific. Like, so honestly, I don't care who do we play. Yeah, we just dodged Pacific and we're gonna win.
So as long as you avoided potentially being Pacific's only win,
It's the only team that you
everything
didn't
else
want to
is
play.
fine. Give me Liquid, give me whoever, give me Vitality.
Yeah, just whoever but Pacific. Yeah, I think they will surprise some teams. They still have time, yeah. And some of their games were close, and I just didn't want to be stressed playing against a team who didn't win in a single game.
And for you guys coming into today, what's your secret weapon? What's your thing that you think is going to catch NAVI and other teams here off guard?
So basically, I think I can say that we are a new team because we had to change a player. We changed Chiwa to Pace. They are completely different players. They are like different profiles. So nobody could anti-strat us. So we're gonna show some good Valorant today.
So we're opening the mystery box. Good luck, my man.
Thank you.
And I think so far it's been a pleasant surprise from what we've seen of JOBLIFE's new quote-unquote roster.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever was in that mystery box has packed a punch. So funny.
Do you know what? I love making all his makers.
Yeah, no, I do.
I'm enjoying this face-off.
No, I am. What a guy. And, well, maybe you get to face off against Mike in Barcelona. That's not me saying that you know, should stare him down or anything if you're there, but absolutely scan the QR code and get involved. It's going to be a great one. Your thoughts on the trophy?
Pretty bosh.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's probably the best we've had so far.
Yeah.
Again, maybe that doesn't say much, but it is very, very nice.
I think we've had some pretty nice trophies recently.
We have. The Ascension ones actually.
Ever
I think
since
JOBLIFE
the
were really frustrated they didn't get their hands on any of those.
We had the one
The
bad
bin.
trophy, and since then they were
Ever since the bin. The bin was the craziest trophy I've ever seen, man.
Indeed.
But
The bin was mental.
There's a person that you're memeing behind it.
Your trophy has feelings. Ooh, unfake. That is a very cold-hearted kill from Ruxic, though.
Dude, what's Exit doing there, and has he got away with
Let's
it?
pick up another. It's a 5 versus 3 situation. I mean, NAVI complete control in these pistols. They've looked pretty damn good so far. A site's theirs for the taking, but they're going to fully backtrack this one. It's into Kamek they go.
When was the bin? 2024?
In the meantime, I mean, this
I
round
think.
is completely flipped on its head. Should be a freebie there for Kamek, but he's not looking the right way.
Yeah, and NAVI win this, which you'd imagine
It might have been
they would.
2023. Dude,
That's 3 or 4
2023 was such a
pistols that they've
stacked year
won.
that might have been the year with the bin.
Doman with no chance here.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, I mean, that was even a nicer shot than I was expecting from that kind of position.
Spike
As you can
planted.
tell by my reaction. And, Pays.
This
This one
is
doesn't tickle your fancy. I don't know what does. It's a 1v3.
one little body shot.
Any more for us, Pays, with that hand cannon of yours?
Ah, it's
no,
on
the flash. Simple enough to
I mean,
shut
they
it
should be
down.
able to run away
8-5
with it
and
here.
NAVI good for a pistol again.
Yeah, we can give a pause to the Hazard GC soundboard.
2023 was the best one.
Cool.
I actually think 2023
The whole first
one was
week,
nice,
all the
right?
highlights, it was you casting. I was just in the background. Like, I don't know if you've seen that clip of Timberland recently.
Yeah.
And then 2024 was like the bin into the little, I don't know what to call it, slime thing.
Oh, but if you want to view into what my life is like, that's the perfect
The
demonstration.
bin? I can show the bin.
Oh dear.
A little too relaxed from us here as the challengers teams have brought the crazy
They're never going to
out
live the
again.
bin down.
And, well, JOBLIFE have a lot of work to do here if they want to recover split right now.
Wait,
I mean,
Full save.
same point.
There's the
though,
bin, chat.
defense,
The bin's
something they're
crazy.
much more acquainted with, or should be much more acquainted with.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? You go back and look at split for NAVI even. Really positive result in that 13-6 against Foot, and then the loss to Vitality, who, in fairness, I would say one of the better split teams in the region for sure.
I mean, I'd say that's just that Vitality map. I'd favour them over anybody.
And
Good off,
JOBLIFE on
Ango.
the flip side, well, not only is it a new team, like Unfake was saying, it's
Yeah.
a completely new comp as well.
Nice.
So learning quite a bit on the fly. Hero taken out here in ramp. That
Makes a
was just
bit of
pistol.
sound as well before he gets the gun. He's going to
It does
clear
make
all of
for a
this. He
5
can pick up
versus
the
4, and
gun.
I think it's at this stage in the round where
Mate,
you want to see JOBLIFE
go and do
go
it.
for a gamble,
Nice.
see if they can stack some bodies.
Look at that
towards the
info that
site,
he's
and it
getting.
looks like the call has been made to move over on A.
Are they trying to isolate the jet? Then yeah, that's
Dude,
cool,
they
but if
don't buy
then
the
they hit
fake
site,
sound
I'm
over
worried.
towards B, and they double stack sight here. Now they've given sound cues. Ah, imagine he picked up the gun, bruh.
Damage. Here are the numbers, but they're quickly dealt with. NAVI get past.
It's unlucky.
those
He was so
problems
scared of
that were cropping
the
up on
passive pressure
horizon,
from
and with
main
15
the whole
seconds to
time.
spare, the spike goes in.
Yeah, I mean, Sivov able to heal himself up, but Doma here early doors. C's good, but I mean, Doma can't quite get it finished out. Still his teammate looking to arrive here, but he's in heaven. Run up.
It was a sheriff? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Procuring that paranoia, but it's already been used, so runner's got to go in dry. It's a great burst. In fact, had he had a frame or two more to reset and go for Sivov, he would have been dead on 18 HP, so decent
than a
damage
classic.
from JOBLIFE there, but this is where we now need to see some results.
Yeah, we need to see this defense and its inner workings at display on its best. I'm not asking for an in-zone flawless, but I'm asking for at least to be alive for JOBLIFE to show us their goods. Oof.
He's so locked in, man.
So locked in.
And that gives us a chance to
Navi on the bonus. Pick the right side. Super weak on this one.
In the headphones, it's the Navi comms.
I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid.
I'm flashing now.
I'm paranoid. Go, 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 go.
Line. I flash.
I'm in helper, I'm in helper. I'm in helper.
Dead helper.
Carry the weapon
I
drop.
can't have it. I'm planting for everything, okay?
I'm done. I will do fake TP, guys. Can we play like You're waiting for smoke, guys. I'll play quad.
One pillar, one pillar. People backside.
One back pillar.
Wait, I'm gonna spam that box, bro.
2 people backside.
I want to
One
stop
more
it.
close.
Unfake, you're gonna flash under us and we're gonna pick out.
What? We're mollied, we're mollied.
Wait.
Flash like here for
We need to go faster, yeah, guys?
flash.
Okay.
Go flash now. 1, 2.
I watch B main for you. With you.
Yeah, flash. He's gonna flash out, guys.
Pillar.
Backside. Go through with the flash of Bartek backside. Go. Molly, go new box, go new box.
Dead.
Backside. Go new box.
One default.
In the smoke. The smoke. Right in the smoke.
Backside.
Yeah, I saw that. Voila.
Anti.
NAVI finding double digits after what was
Do
a
the
pretty precarious
story
round.
U-turn from Navi was
valiant
pretty
effort
good
from
here though.
JOBLIFE there. Runner getting active, but not seeing that same kind of step up from everyone else, and you'll see it reflected in the scorecard in just a moment. Call from Cloric for
Navi
an
did good
open
here,
one.
yeah.
In terms of the post, it really relied on the
The-
individuals to step up
The
here at the end
Viper
for
molly
rogue's
into the
sake.
Phoenix molly was
Do you
really
think
good.
NAVI have got away with one now?
Yeah, probably. I think considering
What
how
happened to
condemned
Unfake's
they were to that
second
backside
flash?
Control, and I mean, if you look at
He
the
had a
performances
second
here,
flash.
quite a few players on
He
the
said he was
Navi
going to go
side
through
coming
the
up with
smoke and
value
then the
right
molly
now.
came down there. I just didn't see it.
JOBLIFE struggling to rise to the occasion as this series win was almost beckoning
Nice
them
shot,
heading
mate.
into the map. Nice shot from Pays. to
Dude
get
goes
things
back
started
as
out
well,
on A.
knows
Was
this is the
Hero
one that normally holds over
isolated,
towards
detached
A,
from
gets
the
all of the
rest, who are now
space.
starting to get a little more interested with the B pool.
Nice shot.
Doma
TP,
stopped
TP,
the first of the
TP,
targets.
TP.
That's Ruxit claimed by the Bandit. And a TP away to safety, but no recourse, no support.
No,
He's even committed to
Doma.
that position. There is a rifle to come back into this for Pays, and also an ultimate for Runner. So options to work with if you're JOBLIFE, and it looks like Kamek, I thought for a minute, was going to go and take main space.
Yeah, it's just a decision to be made, but Pays, I gets caught on the jump up there, I think, by the Outlaw. Into window, and Exit is just absolutely farming them now. Someone who has struggled to build up that kind of confidence, but when you see him in action, it's something to behold. Kamek has a timing here, but it's not quite going to favor him on the flick to the second. So Sivov shutting it down, and Navi with a clear lead now.
Yeah, could have made things a little bit more dangerous, but 11-5 is a scoreline that no team wants to see. Set mightily in favour of NAVI, and they are in the driving seat to finish out this map. Much more confident than what we saw from JOBLIFE on Breeze.
The synergy.
It's got to be the funniest joke that Angel's
That's definitely
ever
after the
told, I
Phoenix
imagine,
flash, I know
for
that much.
kind of reaction.
Yeah, and a timeout for JOBLIFE here as we head into this.
Not someone who tells many jokes, I imagine, so that probably says a lot about the vibes on Navi right now. And, well, on the opposite side, actually, we're going to check in with Doma.
Yeah. And this is something that I wanted to bring up, right? Because I really wanted to see like just how he's playing, and obviously everybody recognises him. But I was speaking about agent issues and role changes. Doma was the flex player, and at that point had played Phoenix, Omen, Sky. Earlier on, he had played Sentinels as well. He has played every single role on this team. And it really felt as if he was chopping and changing too much. Like, for instance, being an Omen at the back of the pack to then being a Raze at the front in Lotus. Yeah. And this was a massive issue that we saw coming through for JOBLIFE. And I'm glad with this kind of change of roster, it looks to be fixed for the most part.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You want Doma in an environment where his strengths can be enabled. We know how capable he is, and it's been a long road, a long journey back to Tier 1 from those Velocity days. I imagine many thought that he might be finished.
What team was Doma on before? Most known for Fnatic for sure.
Has matured brilliantly. And looking at it here, well, JOBLIFE need an answer, whether it's him or someone else.
Where's the Tether line on that?
Making up part of this B main hold, Runner by his side, and stalling out the Navi execution just for a moment.
Taking a pause, but JOBLIFE haven't really been proactive. Runner at the Pays at the same time has his operator out in mid and has seen the Prowler coming out. This is a conscious decision to give up the space, but has left having a little bit open here.
I did feel like he came off the line pretty quickly there for Pays. But the rest of these JOBLIFE
God, the
players
time of this ult was insane. Didn't actually swing off of it. Made two down drop, both got hit by the ult. No one to swing off of it.
To try and claw this space back for themselves, but cut off in transition. It's Kamek
shots.
that can hold the line instead. 3 from the heavens. As he continues to roam rafters, he's walking into trouble.
Oh,
Pays on
the
arrival,
jump.
cut off at the entry by Rooksick. And Unfake left with it all
it's
to
not
do.
even close on this map, to be fair.
It's
two stomps of a map.
He's not going to get a chance to use them. Hero is right there in main, ready for him. And Na'Vi with a 7-round
Mate, he did
lead
such a good ult
onto
backside. I
that
can't believe
point
no
and
one's
ready
swinging.
for that decider.
Even him to swing
Ready
there.
to send us on to map
But he
3
doesn't want
of
to get hit by
7. I
heaven.
don't know where that goes, to be honest.
No.
But
Will
this
he
has
swing
been a map that has had varying success for JOBLIFE. They've played it 3 times.
Like
at
just safely
EMEA
from
3
sight,
and
where the
only
B is.
won it once. I mean, you can see the same for NAVI. They played it twice and only won it once. But I think they have had varying success. And how good their opponents have been on NAVI, against NAVI, sorry.
7 goes
shows
with
you
it.
the quality of this map.
He's looking to try and make one final stand here with the Blades. Already 3 Na'Vi players have bypassed his position. And looking out for the
Oh,
next
it's
player
unlucky.
in main.
He hit 2.
It's Hero that catches him off, but Kamik still going strong. Has managed to make this competitive. It was a 4 versus 3, but Unfake,
Mate,
unchecked.
Unfake.
Simply walks straight into
I don't know where you think
Crosshair.
they are, mate, but...
Now it's this double vent hold that has to be everything for JOBLIFE, and is. Breathing life back into them. Or a hero
Great little jump
clutch,
on
which
that.
just feels a little unlikely there on a double swing. So they can
6.
go for one more.
Almost gets the second player there. You can see the bullets start to come out of his gun. I think even one connected, but yeah, very nicely done by JOBLIFE. Very easily read.
I think it's nice to see JOBLIFE are willing to fight these areas a little bit more, but I want to see them do it with some togetherness. Usually on split,
What
you're
is
always
this one?
talking about fighting one of those arms off the push, whether it's into a main or through middle. And here, another pack grouped up, ready to duel into B main. That is where Na'Vi will be when the barriers go up.
Thomas managed to get to the other side. His runner instead, who ends up getting the kills. Unfake is
Holy.
left alone for a minute. Still at least comes away with one. An advantage for JOBLIFE. We're seeing Kamik actually scale through mid. It's going to be a TP towards A.
That's the thing, right? JOBLIFE knew where the spike was, but Rooksick to retrieve it. And now, plenty of open space on A for this attack of Na'Vi to move into. The issue is they don't know it. There's still a level of uncertainty about this, and with the flank
Still
left
plants
open,
for heaven as well.
an opportunity for JOBLIFE to set up this retake.
They should start to consider that Hero
Question marks.
isn't on site without a Viper
So many
here.
issues
I feel like
to
most
try
teams
and
will pop a Viper out.
diagnose for the defense.
And it's Rooksick and Hero again to win it for Na'Vi.
2 players you can depend upon.
The 2 players you want in this situation.
2 heroes from stage 2 last year who really announced their names.
Oh.
Runner seen. Oh no, sorry, it's Pace. Kamik though at least gets the trade. And Hero now traded out by Runner out in heaven. And has plenty of time to defuse. JOBLIFE keep themselves alive 1 round longer.
Yeah, Rooksick would perhaps have liked to have stayed alive a little bit longer there to give Hero the timing.
Why do they
that he
keep jumping
wanted,
so
but
much
that second
accidentally?
layer
There's
of
been a
runner is the
lot of
one which
mouse
wins
war
the
bugs
round
in
for
this game.
JOBLIFE. So that's a couple now in retort. So Na'Vi not with an infinite number of rounds here to close out their own map.
Have you watched the Burst interview of Yinsu after the Heretics game? Nah, I haven't watched it. I've heard people say it's good
They
though.
have the confidence to take these duels.
Bro, help me.
Good comms.
Good comms indeed. And JOBLIFE now need to be careful of this B-pop. This looks like a very quick one. NAVI starting to do what they've done for the past couple rounds in this B opening.
Yeah, just throwing the C's in there this time as well.
Dude,
so
look at this confidence,
it's
Runner.
map control which has been conditioned
He gonna
heavily,
stick?
but Runner
Oh, he's
through
sticking.
middle just starts to backtrack a little bit, and with the Prowler herd, just signals that Na'Vi are looking to get active here.
Well, that's plenty of rifles heard through mid, and given that information, it's the Seekers that will confirm that.
All 3 over towards mid.
It's not doing too much in terms of information here for JOBLIFE and how they set up their defense. Still wanting to face check. It's into Rooksick. He's found one on Kamik through Garage. Looking the length of B. With that, it's enough
A lot
to
here, though.
instigate a duel from the rest of Na'Vi. That mid space reclaimed by
Dude,
themselves.
that guy got
Great
util
counter
dumped,
utility back in
holy.
from JOBLIFE to challenge, but Na'Vi
I'm gonna
are
flash
ready
saturate
to take
Sky
this one
Flash.
here and now on split. Sivov leading the charge against his former team. A punch in the gut to see it come up in the feed, and Hero the one that'll close it
It is
out.
just too-
13-7 in the end.
too
and
convincing
a decider
maps,
is
one each.
required to settle the difference on this play-ins opener.
JOBLIFE looked great on map 1, but map 2 left a lot to be desired. That has to be said, as